this is going to be a very short video, but I need to preference this to start. We're going to do a tiny little reading vlog. I'm not going to be able to finish a book by the end of this video because today is Sunday. Videos come up on Monday. So you get to get my reactions to the book I'm reading today, which I actually need to get. So we're at the mall. I stole my friend's car. I borrowed. She knows I have it. We need to go because she's going out with someone and they're rushing her. So we're just going to my local mall. It's going to be loud in there because I lost my microphone a while ago, and yes, I know it's been a year, and yes, I still haven't replaced it, but don't even get me started on it. And then I bought another one, but then it was for the wrong type. I have a lightning cable and I bought one for a type C for the newer phones by accident. Anyways, it's gonna be loud in there. I have 2 books I need to get, which I know exactly where they are as long as they're in store, so I'll find it and then I'll get out. The one series that I want, every time I go I tend to have trouble finding the actual book, the next book in the series that I'm meaning to get. So, and then I need to pop into my old work because my old work is also in this mall to say hi. And now we came to the problem. They only have the hard copy in store, which is $47, which is twice the normal amount. That sucks. I could, but I shouldn't. Okay, I got the photo, the books, Jesus. That I was wanting. I'll explain it more in the car, but I spent an insane amount for it, of course. Okay, we're back in this angle because we're back in the car. So, first book I got, Reckless by Elsie Silver. Every time, except for when I got Flawless, every time I've gone back, this is either, they were either out or it was the last copy. I think this was the last of the entire Chestnut Spring series they had in stock. So I'm a little nervous for Hopeless for when I go and get that, but we're on to Reckless, we're good. Like I said, they didn't have the paper copy of The Mistake, so I did cave and get the hardcover. I wasn't going to because it's almost $50, but they have illustrated photos just like in it, and I didn't know that, and I adore that, so that makes it worth it. I almost wish I got the deal in the hardcover because I started that book because of Off Campus, so now I only can imagine the actors as the characters, and I kind of wish I knew what they looked like beforehand. But in here I get a very clear image, and their season isn't even next. It's Dean and Allie's season on Off Campus coming's next, so either way I plan to finish the series beforehand. They didn't even have the deal. Anyways, I might just be getting them in hard copy from now on, and I might need to get the deal in hard copy as well, but that's fine. I stopped by to see my old work buddies. They were great, and I had them email the prescription to my mother. It was my brother. He went to go get an eye exam there, and my stepdad was asking for the prescription so he could get him contacts for our vacation, and my brother was like, oh no, I don't need that. And I'm like, you know what, I'm going to the mall in the next few days. Why don't I just get them to email the prescription to my mom, because I have my mom's email on his file. So my brother is older than me. I don't know, like taking care of people. Anyway, I do need to rush back, and I'm boiling. I was trying to turn that on while I was talking, but yeah, I'm gonna go back and then we're gonna start reading, and then I'll give you guys a little reading vlog today. We're gonna start with Reckless by Elsie Silver. The deal with my reading vlogs is no spoilers. You get reactions, but no spoilers. I won't tell you what's actually going on. I've been really into my cowboy romances, specifically Elsie Silver, so I'm very excited to start it. Oh, hi, welcome back. My name's Aster. It's nice to see you guys. I'm a reader and a writer. It's been a hectic week. I kind of just got the ball rolling with this video. Yeah, it's gonna be short, and I will see you guys when I'm back home though, because I need to go because my friend is being rushed. Okay, So I'm back home now. I thought I was gonna read Reckless first because, you know, my cowboy romances. But to be honest, I might be feeling the mistake more. I don't know. This is hard. I might be going to the mall with my friend. I went by myself today because I didn't think she was gonna feel up to it. She just had a surgery of some sorts. So I didn't think she would feel like going. She said she wasn't gonna feel like going, but then she just texted me being like, hey, I kind of feel good. You wanna go? So I might go with her. Okay, so it is decided I will be going to the mall with my friend. She is just putting the dog away and then she's coming to get me. As soon as she's back, I will be reading. I'm pretty sure I might be staying the night at my friend's house again. What? The friend's house that my friend is dog sitting at. The house that my friend is dog sitting at. I'm staying with her either way. But cowboys or hockey? They're both second chance romances. So this one, I think she had a baby and she kept it from him and he fucked up. I know very little about these books themselves. I don't really read the back. I just know generally what I've heard from, you know, like TikTok and stuff. I knew Flawless more. I just knew it was about cowboys and that people really liked it, so I started reading it. And then, you know, you kind of get to know the characters as you go through the series, because even though they are interconnected standalones, I read them all in order. So it's the way I do things. Cowboy or hockey? I don't know. I'm like excited for both of them because they both seem really good. Maybe I text my friend and ask cowboy or hockey. Let's do FYI. Little outfit of the day. To be honest, I don't know where I got any of this, so don't ask. And yes, that is an entire box of Cheez-Its on my counter on my nightstand because Cheez-Its. I've rediscovered them as of like 2 days ago. Yeah, I'm just waiting for my friend to come and get me. I texted my other friend and asked for cowboys or romance. Cowboys or hockey players, so she will decide what book I read when I get back. Because I don't figure me and my other friend will be out for very long. I'm nervous. I'm sure I'll love both of them. I just don't know which one I want to read first. Which is a trouble. I didn't think I was gonna like The Deal as much as I did. It's because I've watched Off Campus. Usually I don't like watching something and then reading it. I need to do it the other way around. I need to read it and then watch it. Otherwise, I'm just not gonna be interested in the book. Which is unfortunate, but that's just the way my brain works. But I read it in a couple days and it was great. I loved it. And now I kind of really want to see John Logan's story. Because I don't know about you, but Off Campus, John Logan is who I'm crushing on. So I think I might be leaning towards hockey player. But I've been on such a cowboy kick. It'll depend on what my friend says. Anyways, I will get back to you guys when I'm back from the mall. I'm not gonna record when I'm out there because this specific friend does not know I record anything or do YouTube or anything like that. So I'm just gonna mind my own business, you know, have fun. It's a Sunday. And then once I'm back, I'll start reading. Scratch that. My friend said cowboy, so I am reading The Cowboy as soon as I get back because I still haven't left. But cowboy is what to expect this week. All right, we're officially home now. That means Reckless is being started. I'm out of breath. I just ran up the stairs. I also think my friend's home. I think I beat her like 3 seconds, so I'll read as much as I can. Okay. Update after I finish chapter 3. So I kind of skipped the first 2 chapters because those 2 were at the back of Powerless, which was the 3rd one in the series. So I skimmed through it to make sure there wasn't any extra content that I was missing. There wasn't. So I just read chapter 3. We're gonna head out now, but Winter is interesting. In book 1, I didn't like her. In book 2, we got a bit more of a look into her, and book 3 we also got another look into her, and so I feel like it's kind of like a Nesta type character where it's like you don't like her through other people's point of view, but that's because you see what she wants you to see, but she's actually quite different in her own book. I have a feeling that's what this is like, so I'm looking forward to it. so far, I kind of like her, but I feel like she might be the kind of character that infuriates me a little bit. Theo, I only met him in the first book, in Flawless. He was the protege of the main character. I don't know much about him. He didn't pop up in either of the other books. I kind of know the general what happens as to why it's a second chance, because they're meeting for the first time right now. So there's going to be a bit of a time skip in here somewhere. I don't think I've ever read a second chance romance that like you start while knowing what happened. Usually I think the ones that I have read, it was like you start off after the first stuff already happened, and throughout the book you kind of get the backstory. So I'm interested. I think this will probably break my heart a bit more than the other way to do it would, but I will keep updating you maybe after every 2 chapters as I read, both tonight and tomorrow morning. I'm on chapter 5, I believe. We're laying in bed. My friend left, so I'm making the video now. I'm enjoying it. Actually, she's not pissing me off as much as I thought she would, so that's a good sign. I'm gonna read till it gets dark out, and then I'll run to the bathroom to make a quick little update video on what I'm thinking so far in the book, and then we'll see how tomorrow goes. I have a feeling I'll be back home fairly early, so I'll probably read a little bit before starting work at 7 to 7:30. So what the fuck? Thanks for letting me know. What the fuck? What the fuck? It's like 10 o'clock, so I need to go to bed now, and my friend is in the next room sleeping, but like, what the fuck? Sorry, for the sake of no spoilers, I can't explain anything, but thanks for letting me know. Royally pissed off. I had to take a breather. My friend turned around when I was like holding the book shut and just like staring off in the distance processing. She turned, she looked at me and she was like, what the fuck are you doing? She's like, are you okay? What's going on here? And I'm like processing. Just processing what I just read. She's like, I don't want to know, but I also do. So I explained to her what happened. But fuck. And then immediate time skip. Anyways, I need to go to bed. Alarm is set for 5:30 tomorrow morning, so I will be up, getting ready, maybe reading some more, definitely reading some more. I'm not gonna start work till 7, so. Chapter 13. I need to start work, but like, what the fuck? I guessed it right, to be honest. I just didn't expect his reaction to be so devastated. I'm like so early on in the book. I didn't think the realization would come until much later. That's about as far as I am now. It is 7 a.m. so I do have to start work. My heart's breaking. I can't believe this. I want to know who. I really can't give you any backstory. If you don't know the story, you don't know what I'm talking about. But if you do know the story, then you are aware of what I'm talking about. And I want to know who. Okay, I am done work now, so I'm gonna go read again. I'm not over what I read this morning. Like, he low-key pissed me off last night, but then reading that this morning, I feel so bad for him. And I'm so glad that realization that everything that happened as early as it did. Like, I was really thinking that all of this was gonna come towards the end. But I'm so glad that there's not that like miscommunication, that there's like this deception, this lie between them. So glad that it came early. And so I'm immediately going to go read that. I just need to clean up my water bottle and just my desk in general, and then I'll start. Okay, two things. One, so usually I stay away from books that make my heart hurt because, like, my heart hurts enough as it is. I don't want to read a book that makes my heart hurt as well. But this is a good kind of hurt. Well, not good, but like it's kind of resolved. It's not like they're fighting or they're breaking up or something. That would be like, I hurt. I feel for them. I hurt. I get way too invested in the characters of the books that I'm really reading, that I like good books. I get really invested in the characters, and this series has done that for me for all of them, and I'm so thankful that my heart hasn't been in pain by the end of it. So it's making my heart hurt, but I still have hope. The hope is still there. So second thing, this video is gonna be out on Tuesday. I just decided that because I didn't want to do all this, and I'm really invested in still reading, and it is a reading vlog. So for this book, I have a feeling we're gonna do these more lately, just reading vlogs for whatever book I'm reading and reactions, but no spoilers, because that's how I like to do things. You never know who's read the book and who hasn't. Maybe some people just want to get other people's opinions to see if they want to read it, but don't actually want to know the story in case they want to read it, you know? So okay, we're gonna start reading. My heart, my heart is breaking. Or maybe healing. I can't tell the difference. Watch your fucking tone when you're talking to the mother of my child. Okay. I'm just finished chapter 17, so I'm on chapter 18 now. I love this book, to be honest. Like, it's kind of killing me. But that far in, I read this much. It's... Okay, wait, let me read the back so I know what's public knowledge, even if you haven't read the book. Yeah, okay, so it does mention that. So there's like an accidental pregnancy trope in here. I can't tell you more about how it plays out because that would be a spoiler, because it's just the last line. But that little plus sign is going to make this secret impossible to keep. So it mentions that she gets pregnant, but doesn't say anything about that. But just, I don't know, seeing a man, a good man and an attractive man, be a father for the first time and like obsessed with his baby is so cute. I realize that as I get older, I'm less into conventionally attractive men and more into men that look like they would be good fathers. Which is kind of embarrassing to admit, but it's true. For the record, I'm 21, so it's not like I'm that old, but it's still, my type in men isn't the same as it was when I was 16. So this book is making my heart melt. And okay, so I know a lot of people don't like the accidental pregnancy trope, and if it's done right, then it can be really good. But I agree, if it's done wrong, I'm not a huge fan of it. I think this book does it right, because I really like this. It's adorable. If they fought more, I don't think I would like it as much, but they don't really fight. They communicate, which I'm so thankful for. But miscommunication is one thing I absolutely despise, and I'm so glad that none of these books have had that miscommunication. They lay it all out flat, and sometimes they're like, hey, I need some time to process this, I'm gonna head out. But it's never like, they don't ever leave on a lie, you know? And I thought I was gonna be pissed at Winter, Winter's the female main character in this book. Theo is the male main character. I thought I was gonna be pissed at Winter, but I'm not. I actually quite like her. I guess seeing things through her point of view, you really start to understand her more, and like how that steely kind of icy personality is a coping mechanism for her, which I can understand. I think I haven't actually read Nesta's book in ACOTAR, but I think it's probably something similar to that. I'm on book 3 of ACOTAR currently, so I haven't made it there yet, but I'm kind of pissed at like the other characters. They just had a dinner and one character from another book said something and it pissed me off. Like, you're not even trying to get to know her. You're just assuming the worst. Like, that's fucking shitty of you. Hello? But I do kind of understand, because the situation that character was in, that she was involved in, I can understand why he's just assuming the worst, but it does hurt my heart to have people just assume and not care to get to know her when her sister is right across the table and everyone loves her. Summer, Winter's sister, Summer loves Winter and doesn't question her. Yeah, they've had their moments, they fought a little bit, but she's still forgiven her. But it's obvious that some people at the table haven't, and they, I assume, will grow and learn to love her once the whole truth of the situation comes out. But once she stops putting her guard up so much, they will learn to love her and she will learn to love herself. Anyway, I am going to continue reading. I just thought I'd give you a momentary recap because my reactions while reading this is actually kind of hilarious. I like, sometimes my eyes flick down the page and I catch on to something, and it's at that moment that I'm like, I need to record this reaction. So that's the 2 reactions you've seen so far. I've just come to the realization that I think this book shows the only present mother in the series. And now that might be a bit of a spoiler, but like, it's Theo's mom. Flawless, her sister, different mother. Can I say that? And the Eaton boys, which cover these 2 books, their mother passed away. Powerless, he's like an Eaton boy. He doesn't have contact with his family, so. And Hopeless is another Eaton boy. So I don't know about Bailey, which is the female interest in the last one, but Willa in the second book, she says she has great parents. We just never meet them. This is a man that's close to his mother. It's always a green flag to be close to your mother. Like, unless your mother's an asshole, of course, there are some of those out there, but like, a man who has a good relationship with his mother, you know he's gonna be a good man. Like, it's kind of a given, unless he's like way too dependent on his mother. But like, a good, healthy relationship with his mother, you know that that's gonna be a good man. And he's that. He has a good, healthy relationship with his mother. And it's like the first one we've seen, like, accurately. Like I said, Willa says she has a great mother. We don't hear from her once. Her or her father. Her mother or her father. We don't hear from them at all, that I remember. And the other books, like, we love Harvey Eaton. He's the dad of the Eaton boys. And it's very unfortunate what happened with his wife, but he's like the only real healthy parental figure that we get in this novel to our main characters specifically. The other ones aren't important, I guess. I know, just something happened where he was like, I wish my mom was here. She would know what to say. She'd know what to do. And it just hit me. I'm like, we haven't heard that sentence. Specifically mother, because we have Harvey Eaton, but I'm loving this book. That's where I am right now. First off, I get lightheaded every time I sit up. I've been laying down to read this for the last few hours. It's so cute. This is more relatable than I thought it was going to be. I mean, she's, I think, 29 when most of the story takes place. She's a single mother. I am not a mother, unless you count my cat. So I didn't think I would relate to this in any sort of way. But I don't know, there's the stuff that's been happening in the last few chapters. It's kind of relatable. I'm on chapter 23 right now. I don't know, I think this is the first book I really, in the series, that I've kind of had any sort of relatability to. I don't read books to feel related to them. I read books. How do I say this without sounding depressing? I read books to be happy. Like, to just kind of bring me into a new world, to, you know, experience other lives, you know? It sounds wrong too. To experience something I don't usually experience, to read somebody else's story, because it is infinitely more exciting than mine. This, I wasn't expecting to relate, but to some of her emotions, I feel like I relate to, and I haven't related to anyone else in here. Not that I haven't liked or haven't been completely drawn in by any of these stories. These are all very good novels. I just haven't had a personal connection, relatability to any of the main characters, and I do with her. And I, like, this was probably the book I was least expecting to relate to. Actually, I'm kind of shocked, because when I, like, on Book Talk, when I see videos on this that are people like, oh, rating the Chestnut Spring series, which one's their favorite, which one's their least, I think this one tends to come middle to later, which kind of shocks me. I'll have to finish it before I can give it my full opinion, but I'm loving this one. I don't know how I would rate them yet. I want to find Hopeless. I think I found Hopeless maybe once at the bookstore when I was going to get Heartless. They didn't have Heartless. I had to go to a different bookstore. I want to finish the entire series before I actually put them in order. Which one's my favorite? Which one's just kind of okay? I feel like it's going to be hard to do that, because I've adored every book in this series so much. I don't know what it is about this. I think it might just be the time of the year. I've said this. I'm in the Calgary area. I'm around the Calgary Stampede. So there's a lot of cowboys around me lately, and just, I've been in a cowboy mood. So that's why I picked up the first book, and it was immediately hooked. So it's going to be difficult to, like, actually say which one was my favorite. It feels wrong to put any in last place, because, to be honest, they're just so amazing. I'm also very excited for Hopeless. When I finished Powerless, I was more curious about Beau's story than I was for Winter and Theo's story, but you have to, I'm that kind of girl that has to read it in order, even if it's interconnected standalones. So I had to read through this, but I'm adoring this. Isn't this such a pretty color? I can't get over looking at it. I love the colors of these books. Sorry, distracted. I didn't think I was going to enjoy this as much as I have. And I'm only halfway through. That scares me. What are they gonna have to go through? One thing I have liked about the series is there's very rarely a third act breakup, like in a lot of romance books. And I hate third act breakups, because that's what makes my heart hurt. And it feels like there's no hope because they broke up. And so having no third act breakups, I adore that. I'm trying to remember the last book. I can't remember if they had a third act breakup or not. I know something happened, but I can't remember if they broke up or not. I'm just hoping that these guys don't have one of those. This relationship is so much more high stake though, because they have a daughter. And so they can't break up and just be done with each other. they're gonna be in each other's lives for the rest of their lives, so they still have to see each other, but they can still break up. Oh, I really hope it doesn't happen. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. His mother just showed up. So I'm gonna say his mother just showed up. I'm so excited for this. I got snacks. Back to reading. I love his mom. At the end of the chapter. And what she ended the chapter with. It was really cute. I love it. I can't tell you because I think that would be a spoiler, so you'll just have to read it yourself. Page 249. Okay. I'm on chapter 27. He fucked up. He didn't mean to, accidentally, but then he got pissed that she got mad and like walked away, ran away. And so he's about to follow her. I'm mad that he's mad instead of feeling guilty for what just happened. They finally got together. That was wild. They got together. They did it. There's still a concerning amount left, but we'll see what happens. I don't even have any guesses at this point, to be honest. Maybe one guess. Maybe one guess. I'm scared. Don't mind my disgusting camera right now. Things are so good, and I still have that much left in the novel. Things are so good. They can only go downhill. I'm nervous. Don't mind the noise. My friend is steam cleaning our carpet. So I'm about this. I have a feeling I'm gonna finish it tonight. I might stay up really late, but I want to finish it. Okay, so it's half what I guessed. Not fully. It's more dickish than I assumed. Not in the good way. This is Blue, by the way. This is the oldest animal in the house. His birthday is tomorrow, July 21st. Not bad. I was really nervous for a moment there because he said something totally fucked up, but then she kind of expected it, so she wasn't actually mad at him. She was just, you know, he said something totally fucked up, so she has a right to be angry a little bit, but she's not that angry. It seems to be going good. I think we just have this one thing left to resolve, which is technically something that popped up in the first book even. That was never fully resolved because, you know, their love story kind of resolved and this thing was put in the past, kind of forgotten. But it also involves the sister because book 1 and book 2, female main characters are sisters. And so it makes sense. I just, for some reason, didn't put it together that would happen. As well as something else that's totally dickish, and I totally should have assumed, but I didn't. Either way, we're getting that night. Like, that night. I thought we would never actually hear what happened. Like, that night, as in, you know, the night she got the baby. I thought they insinuated it'd be like, oh, that night. You know, that night, and they do the lead up to it, but then it cuts off. That happens in the first few chapters, so it's not a spoiler. But we're finally getting it. This part to the fucking book, we're finally getting it. What the fuck? Okay, it's dark because, hey, it's late, what can I say? I finished it within 2 days. I finished it in 2 fucking days. That is insane. I was on chapter 7 last night. That's where I ended off and where I went to bed. I read from chapter 7 until the end. But let me talk to you about it. I adored this book so much more than I thought I would. Like, to be honest, I wasn't too excited for Theo and Winter, but that's just because, again, I wasn't a big fan of Winter to begin with. She did blow my mind. I can't see Winter in the other books being the same woman in this book, but I think it's because she grows and she doesn't need to use anger or insults as a cover anymore because she starts to feel more comfortable in who she is and where she is in life. And I love that. I adore that. Something I didn't expect is the insecurity in this book. In the other books, there's like uncertainties, sure, but I guess specifically with Winter and Theo, they show as such confident people that any sign of insecurity was just kind of shocking to me. It did play a pretty noticeable part in the book, but I guess that's kind of what happens. I mean, it should have been expected when you have a character that's putting up a front all of the time and being a certain way, whether that be anxious or mean. It's usually because they're covering up to hide something. Typically that's because they're insecure about it, so it makes sense. I just don't know, I hadn't processed it in my head. One thing I did notice with this book, they didn't get together like physically until much later in the novel. Much later, sorry. I've been spoiled. With the other 3 books, I think, if I'm remembering correctly, they had gotten together by the halfway point. But at this point, it was like, what's up, you maniac? It was like 2/3 of the way in. You're gonna fall. He was hanging by his, that is the corner of my bed. Dude. This is Winston, my friend's cat, not mine. Say hi. Mine is the white one. No? You don't want kisses? Oh. Okay, thanks for the lovin'. You wanna go play? His head is hanging off my bed. Sorry, I'm getting so distracted. It wasn't until about, like, I'd say 2/3 through that they actually got together. I'm not complaining. Like, they had, obviously they created a baby, so, but it wasn't explicitly shown until much, much later. And like at that point, I didn't think we were going to get a look into what happened that night, but we did, and it was quite well timed. It eased a bit in a very tense moment. I was right. No 3rd act breakup, and I'm so very happy. I was getting a little worried because they were doing real good. Real good. And of course, they fought a little bit, but they were mature adults and not quite talked, maybe argued a little bit, but they worked it through without breaking up. I haven't read the excerpt for Hopeless yet. That's at the end of this. I will be doing that like immediately. I don't know why, but since the end of Powerless, I've just been, I want to know Beau's story. I wanted to get into Beau's story. I think it's because all that happens to Beau in Powerless, because, you know, Jasper's like his best friend, or Beau is Jasper's best friend, so you hear a lot about him. And I am just so, I'm so desperately excited for that book, but I haven't seen it at my bookstore in such a long time, and I did just buy like 3 other books, so I do have to read those. Shout out for next week. But I'm gonna read the excerpt and then I'm gonna come back and tell you what I think about it. Okay. I'm excited. this little sneak peek had less in it than the other books had sneak peeks for. Usually in the other books there was like 2 chapters of the next book. This one had what I'm assuming is only part of chapter 1. And damn, I really want to read it. Beau is like military man. He was like special ops, but a mission went bad and now I think he's back for good. I'm not entirely sure. Bailey, she is the only daughter of like the worst family in town. Like, mom's gone, again with the family thing. Mom's gone, and specifically the mother, sorry. And the dads and brothers are like the horrible people, jail, drugs, that kind of stuff. What I got from the preview in here, so there's no spoilers because obviously I haven't read it yet. She used to be really shy. Like, we saw her, she popped up in other books as well. She was so shy in the first 2 books, like barely made eye contact, kind of bolted at a moment's notice. And like, Beau was playing a prank on Rhett in the first book and asked her to give him like this really girly drink and say something embarrassing to him. Like, she told him what to say, I just can't remember what it was. And so, like, face red, she came up, put it down, squeaked the words out, and ran before he could say anything. Like, she was that kind of shy girl. And from the preview I just got here, she got her confidence. I mean, granted, there was only Beau and one other like town drunk in the bar in the scene, but she's a bartender, by the way. But she was speaking her mind. She was a lot more confident than I expected her to be. And honestly, I'm so excited. I guess I'm just kind of like a sucker for the people who need saving kind of story, and specifically strong men can't get over it. And not specifically weak women, but just women who are maybe stuck in a situation that they need help out of, and their strong man comes and helps them out. When I say strong man, I mean physically strong. It's why I love my fantasy. The men have to be strong. Anyway, damn it. I have so many books here to read. I wonder if I can finish them by next week. No, don't do that, because then I have to spend more money to buy a freaking book. And I'm broke as hell right now, so it's not the best, but to be honest, I don't really care because books is an addiction I'm okay with. I'm so excited for Hopeless, but I'm also terrified for this series to be done with, because this series is what's got me out of my reading slump. I just can't believe it's over. Oh my god, my back hurts sitting like that. Your girl's got back problems, guys. Maybe that's why I feel so old. Not because I specifically am, but because my back fucking hurts. Anyway, I am gonna leave it off here because I think this video is gonna be so much longer than I planned it to be, because what started as a 1-day partial reading vlog ended as a 2-day full reading vlog because I somehow managed to read a book in a day, which makes me happy. I do need to take a photo of this and post it to my Instagram because I do that for all my books. I did that last year and I'm doing it this year so you can see all the books I read and my general thoughts on them. I don't really get into in-depth reviews because I don't want to give any spoilers, and I don't like the star system, so I just am like, yeah, I like this book. Anyways, if you want to see that, you can go to my Instagram. It's under the same handle, honestly. Everything's under the same handle. I have a TikTok, I have my YouTube, which obviously, and then I have my Instagram. Yes, it's a wrap. We're gonna end this here. I will see you guys next week with what I assume is another reading vlog. I will show you the book that I'm reading at the beginning of that. It's The Mistake from the Off-Campus series by Al Kennedy. I read The Deal. It was the book I read between Powerless and this book. Anyways, I hope you stars enjoyed, and I will see you all next week. Bye bye.